Well, good morning to you. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we have your HCC news and information for the next half hour. Welcome to the show again. Thanks to all of you watching us on YouTube and Facebook Live. You can also catch our show, the rebroadcast, at noon and 5 p.m. on HCCTV. Look for it in your cable provider. Dr. Tony Rayo Southerland is my co-host this morning. How's it going, Tony?
Pretty good. This is hump day, right? Wednesday, hump day?
Yes, it is. We're middle.
What day is it? I don't know.
Yeah, we're on Wednesday and it's middle of the week, so we're good.
We're almost there to the weekend. There you go.
Yep, another weekend. And hey, after that, we got Thanksgiving week coming up. I know I'll be on vacation, taking a few days off. You'll be here, but yes. We're looking forward to the holidays, which aren't that far away. And Tony, we have zoomed through the semester. We're almost to the end of fall 2021. We have already started registration at HCC for the spring 2022. We'll get to that later in the show, but things are just moving along. You want to remind folks because they can find us in social media.
Absolutely. Look for us, Houston Community College District, not just HCC, because there's a lot of other colleges that have those initials, but go for Houston Community College District and look for us on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. And you will find us and you can follow us.
Now, you know this next guest that we're going to introduce because you're going to interview her, but you guys have a connection. Y'all know each other. I mean, y'all were talking before the show. Y'all hang out on weekends. What's going on there?
I have asked her more questions than I'm sure she wanted me to ask.
Well, you know her very well. Yeah, you'll interview her in a little while. We're talking about Christina Brown. She's a financial aid coordinator with our district offices here at HCC. Good morning, Christina. Oh, you can unmute your mic there.
Good morning.
How are you? Good to see you. I know you and Tony got a lot to talk about, so we'll get to that shortly. But we're looking forward to hearing from you in a few minutes. So stick around. We'll be with you in about 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to kick things off. Small Business Wednesday is what we call this. We feature a number of folks who've been through our business plan competition here at HCC. This morning, no exception. We've got Lyndsey Brantley. She's the founder and CEO of Camillia Alise, and she's the HCC Business Plan Competition winner. Welcome to the show, Lyndsey. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How's everyone doing today?
We are doing really good, and we appreciate you being here. You won the competition, was it back in 2019? And looks like you took home a pretty large prize, $12,000, which helped you with your company. What were you able to use that money for?
Yes. So in 2019, I was actually just getting ready to start my brick and mortar spa. So I utilized that money to help get everything ready for the spa and to start our marketing so that we could get people through the door.
And tell us a bit about Camillia Alise. Tell us about your products, because am I reading it right that you specialize in vegan products? Is that correct?
Absolutely. So Camillia Alise products are 100% natural vegan products, and we specialize in helping people who have ingrown hairs, razor bump issues, and then also stretch marks and cellulite.
Okay. And so this product, how long did it take you to develop the product itself? And where were you before you came to HCC? And let's talk about how you blossomed since then.
Sure. So it took me about 3 years of trial and error. I am a structural engineer. I'm not a chemist. So I was, mixing different products, seeing what worked. Yeah. And I was having skincare issues of my own. So that's what kind of fueled the passion. And so I came up with 4 products. And when I did the HCC competition, we had already started selling the products, but I was expanding, to open the brick and mortar so that we could offer services like facials to help people with their skincare issues. And then I was also about to launch the Camillia Academy, which specializes in education on skincare. So I was getting ready to launch. And, once we won the competition, we were able to utilize the money to help us market, to help us finalize, permitting, all those things. And then we opened shortly after.
Let's, I always hear from people who are in the competition that say, if they didn't win, they gained a lot of knowledge. What did the business plan competition do for you as far as what did you gain from it?
I absolutely agree. It's really not about the money. I gained some amazing mentors who, 2-3 years later, we're still working together. We meet, every other month. And it really just gave me the opportunity to stop working on, in the business and to start working on the business. As an entrepreneur, we're always, working on small things, but I had to take a step back and make sure my business plan was conducive with what I was trying to do.
Let's talk about, you were able to open that brick and mortar location. Where is it? How large is it? Maybe you could tell us about that, and talk about what happened during the pandemic, how you were able to get through that as well.
Sure. So actually, at the time, we were opening our first location, which is at 3115 Southmore in the 3rd Ward area of town. But actually, this month, we've opened our second location, which is 3 times the size of that one. We have 6,000 square feet, and we are now located at 2014 Commonwealth Street. So we're in the Montrose River Oaks area. So excited about that expansion.
and how did things work during the pandemic? I know you had a little bit with your store open before things hit. Were you able to pivot your business to get through that?
Absolutely, we had to. We were so used to doing, services in-house and doing trainings in-house. But with the pandemic, we were, mandated to shut things down. So we had to switch over to doing more digital platform, digital marketing. And also we started to create hand sanitizers during the time when no one could find them. We had all the ingredients. So we had to pivot on some of our offerings at the time. And we were able to make it through the pandemic growing and doing better than we were the previous year.
Yeah, when you can make a move like that, boy, that's just incredible, because I know when things first hit with this pandemic, my daughter worked for HEB, and, I'd asked her, hey, can you bring us home this stuff? And she said, I can get you basically anything you want, but hand sanitizer. She said, we're not going to have that for months. So that was something that was literally like gold during the first few months of the pandemic.
Yes. And so that, that's what kept us going when we couldn't, do any services or teach anyone. We were producing our sanitizer and selling it by the gallons at a certain point.
And you talk about, you have an academy. So not only are you selling your products, but you're able to bring people on and train them on your brand itself so they can be aestheticians and work for you. How have you expanded with that? How many employees do you look at? Do you have contractors that work for you? How does it work there?
Yeah, so currently I have 6 contractors that work here with me. And the academy is not just for, people that I want to hire potentially, but it's for young budding entrepreneurs who want to learn more about skincare and the beauty industry. We do 1 to 3 day certifications there. And so it's just been great.
Can these entrepreneurs then go out and market your product for you? Absolutely.
Our products are being carried in about 40 states at this point. That's one of our main distribution arms. We train them. They love the products. They carry the products in their spas.
That's great. And you also stay very involved with HCC's Business Plan Competition.
Absolutely. I am now one of those people who give sponsorships, and I'm just excited to be able to plant seeds into other entrepreneurs as they go through the HCC competition.
If someone's watching, where can they go to find your products? And you got the location in River Oaks, Montrose area, but tell us, where can they go, and what's your physical location and your website location as well?
Yes. So the website is www.camilliaalise.com, which is spelled CAMELLIAALISE.com. And then on all social media, it's also at Camillia Alise. And then once again, our physical location is 2014 Commonwealth Street, Houston, Texas, 77006.
And can people call ahead, book an appointment for facials and things like that? Do you offer a wide range of services?
Absolutely. We do facials, we do massages, we do body sculpting, we have steam room, a sauna, a salt room. You imagine it, we've got it here. So they can definitely make their appointments with us on the website, or they can call ahead.
That is awesome. We've been talking with Lyndsey Brantley. She's the founder and CEO of Camillia Alise. She went through HCC's Business Plan Competition in 2019. She actually won the competition, took home $12,000, but gained a lot of experience, and she's expanded since then. Lyndsey, we appreciate you being here. Continued success to you, and we hope to see you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for your time today.
All right. Thanks, Lyndsey.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we are going to move on to Dr. Tony Rayo Southerland. She's got a special guest he's going to talk to. One of them she knows very well with the financial aid department. So, Tony, I'll turn things over to you guys. And your mic's off, Tony.
I forget sometimes. I got to say, when we said body sculpting, I was wondering, couldn't she body sculpt my body back to when I was in my 20s? Probably not. Anyways, that was a good thought. Anyways, okay, Christina Brown, we're so happy to have you with us. And you are so sweet. You are probably one of the sweetest people I know, because I know I have called you because you're the HCC District Financial Aid Coordinator. And I've called you 50,000 times and said, how do I do this? How does my student get this? They need help with the financial aid. And you're so sweet. You're always there to help me. So thank you so much for being on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Christina, you're promoting a new program, or it's coming back program. I'm not sure, but it's called Path to Profession program for our students. Tell us a little bit about that. That really sounds interesting to me.
Yes, it is very interesting. So it is fairly new. We got it. We started it last year and during the pandemic. So right now we're still getting it up off of the ground. But essentially, it is a part of our federal work study program that is designed to allow classroom experience to come to real life work experience. So it's basically beneficial to all our students that are looking to align their career goals with their academic goals with their career goals. So it's basically good for apprenticeships, internships, and some clinical rotations. It's different, just a wide variety of positions and career fields.
Excellent. Well, what I thought's really neat about this is, because I know I worked with you with work study a lot, but now with this, I know with work study, they can work 19 and a half hours and all of this, but it's different for the path to profession. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. So the Path to Profession, this particular program allows the students to work up to 40 hours, not over 40 hours, but up to 40 hours. And they actually are able to earn a wage of $15 an hour. So that's a plus too. So yeah.
I know they raised it to 13 for work study, right?
Right. So the regular work study is 13, but the Path to Profession is $15 an hour.
Excellent. Yeah. And so it's interesting. You've got partners, it's not that you just work for HCC, you work for local businesses. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we have students that are placed at Eric Wilson and Associates, City Cellars, which is a restaurant downtown, Era's Nail Spa. We also have students that are currently working at Quick Cabinets. So there's construction. So as you can see, it's a wide variety of partners that we have currently. We also just took on a couple of new ones, a new psychological services, and the Black Store Beauty Supply and Open Courts Sports Complex. So as you can tell, we could have students in these positions from medical field, construction, cosmetology, restaurant, culinary. We have them all right now.
That's so wonderful. And I think the neat thing too about it, not only that you can make more money with it, but that you're working in your field, or you can work in your field.
Right.
And it gives you that experience. A lot of times you go try to apply for a job and they say, what experience do you have? Well,
right.
Now if you've done this, you can say, yes, I do have experience, right?
Correct. And it's definitely has allowed students to gain knowledge, and it also allows the small businesses that we have connected with have an opportunity to have valuable students that we cherish ourselves, because we talk to them and teach them and everything else. So to let somebody else to experience what we have taught the students and to be able to teach them what's going on inside of the business at an early stage, it is very, beneficial.
Now, how does a company get involved with this? What do they have to do if they want? They say, "Oh, this sounds great. I can, get new students in and train them and that kind of thing." Sometimes it's better if you just train people yourself,
right?
And they have experience, but they don't quite do it the way I want it done, type of thing. So this is a neat way to train them. How do companies get involved with this?
So we definitely have two different ways. We have a web page that's a part of our HCC, which that if they log in and to HCC website and just put Path to Profession, it'll give them the web page. And on that page, it tells them community partners sign up. But if at any time they want to, they can also send an email to our hcc.workstudy@hccs.edu. And that will definitely get them to someone to be able to get them the information that's needed to get them signed up. Again, feel free to send an email to hcc.workstudy@hccs.edu.
Something else that's neat about, well, they might think, okay, but now who's paying for this? Is the company paying for it? Is HCC paying for it? Is financial aid paying for it? How does that work?
Oh, let me tell you. Okay, so this is a good thing. So the $15 an hour, it is a grant, but the company itself, because it's a small business, there will be invoiced for 25% of the wages. So essentially, they're not paying the whole $15 an hour, which is very, beneficial to them, because it's not $15 an hour. It's maybe
small businesses.
Yeah, it's 25% of that.
Yeah. Excellent. So the federal government, you might say, is paying for 75%, and then the company is paying for 25%, but they get paid through HCC, right? They don't have to worry about the administrative thing.
No, they don't have to worry about the administrative costs because it is coming through HCC. The students are getting paid bi-weekly. So yes, the only thing that, again, they send us a timesheet for us to go ahead and pay the students based on the hours that they earn. And then we send them an invoice for the 25% of the labor costs.
Excellent. Now, how about students? How do they, I know you go to Career Hub for a lot of stuff, right?
Yes.
So tell me, how do students get this type of financial aid and get a job in this area?
Okay. Well, most of our students are awarded work study in their financial aid package. But at any time, if a student is not awarded work study as a part of their financial aid package, they are able to request it. So what they would need to do is request it. There's our revision request form that we have out on our website. And they would just basically let us know that they're interested in work study. And what we will do is go ahead, if it's able and feasible to be put into their financial aid package, we will do so. So they will see an update, letting them know that, hey, you have been awarded work study, and then they'll start receiving communications about the work study program.
Can they say, I prefer this path to profession program rather than work study, or how does that work?
So because we have a wealth of, various range of it, they can. And what it will happen is that we will try and go ahead and let them know which positions that are under our path of profession. And that way they will only be looking at those. But we do in Career Hub, we have all our work study programs. Work study positions in there. It's the regular community service ones and the path to profession.
And do you have to apply for FAFSA or one of those programs in order to be a part of this? How does that work?
Yes, you have to be on financial aid. So you have to have been and completed the financial aid application, the TASFA application in order to participate in the program. So that's the first thing that they would have to do.
Okay. All right. And so if the student just says, I don't know where to go, where do they go? What do they do to get in the list here so they can go either for work study or for path to profession?
So again, once they get awarded, we do have 6 campuses that we have coordinators that can be of assistance. They also can feel free to email us if they need assistance at the work study email account so that we may be able to walk them through the process. But if all else fails, we do have our work study page that's out on the HCC website, and it tells them step by step what to do. We have on there that says securing the steps. So it'll let them know from 1 to probably like 16, I think it's 13 steps, I believe, to let them know exactly where to start, where to end, and what's going to be the end point.
It's not as difficult as it may sound. I know 13 steps or however many, it sounds like, oh man, that's too many steps. It's really not that difficult. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I know that I've talked to you and you've made it so clear to me how to do it. So they can always ask for help, right?
Yes, they always can. Again, we do have our own email account other than, separate from the financial aid account. So it's hcc.workstudy@hccs.edu, and feel free to answer. Somebody will answer all the emails at some point within, we typically try and do it within a 24-hour span, but so definitely you will get an answer.
And I can vouch for that. So that's a good thing. Well, Christina Brown, thank you so much for being on the show. You answer so many questions. I love working with you. I just know that when I ask a question, you have the answer. So I just think it's wonderful.
Thank you, Tony.
You have the HCC District Financial Aid Coordinator. We appreciate you being on the show, and we're going to have you back.
Thank you. And please do. Thank you again.
Thanks, Christina. All right.
Bye-bye.
We've got some HCC news and announcements for you. As always, recovery is possible. HCC's Counseling and Ability Services is partnering with NAMI to bring Mental Health 101 to our college. It happens from 11 a.m. Thursday, November the 11th. So that's tomorrow on Zoom. You can do this virtually. The session is open to all HCC students, faculty, staff, and their circles of support. We'll have some information in our social media post. Pitch Perfect, or the Pitch Fest, is here again, Tony.
Absolutely. And you know what? We're not talking about music here. I mean, singing, am I on pitch? Get a little bit, no, it's not that. It's it's pitching your business or pitching whatever you're pitching, the elevator speech, whatever. So tune your pitch, your tone, and your nonverbal public speaking with 9 C's of effective pitches. I bet you didn't know there were 9 C's to effective pitches. But anyways, there are, and you can learn all about these either in person or through Zoom. 10 to 11:30, Friday, November 19th. And it's at West Loop campus, or you can just join them through Zoom.
All right. We should ask Christina about this, but the financial aid offices are going to be closed November the 19th. So keep that in mind. We're letting you know way ahead of time. That is a week from this Friday. HCC's financial aid office will be closed November 19th for an all-staff training day. Financial aid services will be suspended for the day, but they will resume on Monday, November the 22nd. So just keep that in mind. Give them a couple of days to take their retreat, and they'll be back in business on Monday, November 22nd. Path to Profession, we talked about it just a moment ago, but that's back.
Absolutely. Students can gain employment opportunities within their field of study by securing positions with community business partners, and they can also earn money. And it's just a great way to start your career.
Allied Health students, registration has opened starting November the 1st. That's this past, a little over a week ago. The application window opened for students to register for the fall. That's right. They take, at Coleman College of Health Sciences, they register in cohorts. So the next registration for this is fall 2022. February 1st is the early admission for programs excluding nursal and dental hygiene. And it's also the application deadline for the associate degree nursing program. Clearly, the sooner you lock in your spot at Coleman, the better. You definitely need to register now. As mentioned, their next cohort will start in fall 2022. Hard to believe we're already talking about that.
But 2022,
yeah.
That's next year.
That's right. Fall 2022. To register, go to hccs.edu/health. And speaking of registration, general registration here at HCC is open now for the spring 2022, Tony.
And that's now, not in 2022. Right. That's right now. So be sure and register. It's hccs.edu/now. And as we've said many times, there's like 5 different ways that you can take classes. Online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, hybrid lab, all kinds of ways. But you need to register now so you can get the classes that you want. Right. And the financial aid is there, as we've also said. Don't let money be a problem. It doesn't have to be.
Not this time. We've got lots of funding to help you get through college. Okay, tomorrow on the show, we're going to welcome Danielle Stagg. She's the division chair of HCC's Speech, Communication, and American Sign Language Department. We're going to talk more about Pitch Fest, which we just mentioned a few minutes ago. Also, tomorrow's Thursday, Virtual Family Fun Day. The Fort Bend Libraries are going to be here to talk about their virtual book fest. Tony, you'll be back tomorrow, right?
Yes, I will.
Okay, I'll be here as well. We'll see you all live 10 a.m. right here on Up to the Minute.